Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. I'm excited to bring to you today this tasty batch of chocolate cheesecake squares. And these squares are made with only a few simple ingredients, of course, most of it you would have in your home. They're easy to assemble and I will show you all of those little tips as we go. So if this interests you, stick around and let's get started.
Bonita's kitchen to yours. Bonita's kitchen to yours.
So this ingredients right here now is for the base. So I got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You can sift it in advance or sift it during you putting it into the bowl. This is half a teaspoonful of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoonful of sea salt, and I'm kind of just putting it into this just to get it ready because this is going to go in separate. And what we're going to do here now is put half a cup of melted or soft butter. I said to Raymond, can you melt 30 seconds? But 30 seconds was a little bit too long. But anyway, 20 seconds, melt or soft, and half a cup of packed brown sugar. Raymond wants to help me, and I love it. Eh? So I'm going to toss the brown sugar into my bowl, and that's packed brown sugar and half a cup of melted butter in there as well. And I'm going to start the mixing on that first. So in this bowl I got 1 large egg and 1 teaspoonful of vanilla, and I'm just going to toss that into the bowl. So what I'm going to do now is start tossing in the dry ingredients into this bowl. So I'll probably do it in 2 stages, and just until this batter becomes crumbled. Okay, I got a pack of chocolate chips here, and it's about 225 grams. I'm going to be putting about half a cup into this mixture. I'm just going to eyeball it here, doing it this way, and I'm leaving a cup for the very last stage. I'm just going to whisk this through. So after that's done, I'm going to take it off my mixer, and this is what it's going to look like. Almost like a cookie dough, but just a little bit more looser. So get yourself a baking pan. Mine is not square, but it's a little bit longer, not much longer, probably about that much, which is probably 1 inch, eh, Raymond? Mm-hmm. Because I only got the 1 glass square pan, and I got one of these done in advance, and I want to show you what it looks like. And the reasons for doing one in advance is because this got to come to a total room temperature before you cut it. And you know myself and Raymond, we can't wait until it cools, so I had to make 2. So what you're going to do here is spread this out like that, and with the back of your hand or a spoon, just press down this dough, or what will I call it here? I'd say a cookie dough, yeah, like cookie dough or crumbles, whatever you want to call it. Just press it to the bottom of the pan, I'm going to say of choice, whatever you got available. Now I'm going to change my mixing device here and put in there 1 block of cream cheese. I'm using a light cream cheese here today, and it's 8 ounces, I think like 250 grams. So I'm just going to toss that one on in there with a teaspoonful of vanilla and 1/4 cup of white granulated sugar, or you could use sugar of choice. Okay, so I'm going to put down my mixer and turn it on till it starts to cream. So turn off the mixer, or if you're doing it by hand, just until it starts to cream together. Then crack 1 large egg again into a bowl and just whisk it lightly and toss it into the bowl. So after it starts to cream, I just got to take mine down here from the side so I can make sure all of the cream cheese is mixed together evenly and the egg. So just really until it's all blended and nice and smooth. I'm going to put mine down there again. Alright, so that's enough there. So now I'm going to take off my attachment. Get all that cream. You can't have this, Raymond, because this got raw egg in there right now, and we'll just leave it. So this
wait till later.
wait till we cut them up. This is what it looks like. So now I'm going to pour it over that base. So now all we need to do is dollop all of this cream cheese mixture out into this pan. Now, if you don't have a square pan, don't worry, because this is more like a little bit longer, and it's just as long as when you cut it. You can cut it in squares, or whatever size you want, I guess. But then just spread it out over that mixture until all of it's even. So continue spreading it over. So now what you need to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we are going to be putting this pan into the oven in the center rack in the middle, and let it bake anywhere from 45 minutes to golden brown. I'm going to say it could be 50, it could be 55, but it may not be much longer than that. And then I'm going to show you what to do next. Our chocolate cheesecake squares are baked. I'm going to turn off the oven, and what we need to do now is just take it out. Keep your door up because you want to keep the heat in it. And now I'm going to show you what else to do. So after you take the pan out of the oven, turn the oven off and keep the door up because you need the heat in there. So what you're going to do is toss over that cup of chocolate chips over the top of the brown cheesecake on the top, and then of course for our chocolate cheesecake squares, I'm going to put this back in the oven for 2 minutes with the oven off. So our 2 minutes is up. I'm going to take the pan out now, and of course the chocolate chips is melted. Now we're going to spread them. So now after you take it out, take yourself a spatula and then just spread the chocolate over the top of that cream cheese, the baked cream cheese of course, and till it's all spread out evenly. Isn't that
starting to look good already, isn't it?
I know, and this is a perfect way to melt chocolate. I know on the stove top, and then you can pour it over, but this way it's just 2 minutes and you got that done. So after you spread that, now I'm going to show you another little tip. So now when your chocolate hardens, it's kind of hard to know. You'll cut it and everything just crumbles. But take yourself a knife and just go through and make lines down how big you want your squares to be. You could want a perfect square or whatever size, of course. So this indent would tell you where you need to cut them. Of course, Raymond don't care if some is big, some is small. I mean, that's not a problem.
But that is a good little tip there,
It is,
isn't it?
yeah. Well, when I worked in the bakery, I got a little rip there. Worked in the bakery, it seemed like a lifetime ago with your sister. Mm-hmm. This is the way we had to do anything that had chocolate over the top. We had to make the indents first so that we know where to cut it and cut it properly, sort of deal. So that's it. Now I'm going to show you the one we got done here in advance. I Just had a little taste of the chocolate and I feel like I got it all over my face.
I knew you were going to be cheating.
There was just a little bit on that spatula and I was thinking, before I put it in the sink, I better have a little taste. So this is the one that we did in advance. Of course, I'm going to show you what that looks like. I got some clear wrap over the top and I'm going to tell you now what you would do and how you would store this. So the reasons for the clear wrap, of course, you don't need to put it over per se. I put it over because I'm putting it in my fridge. But when you let it come to room temperature out on your countertop like this, after put some clear wrap over the top, and if you don't want to, just put it right on into your fridge to let it come to a total hardness like this, so that it's easier to cut and it keeps it from being so messy. Now the paper off to the side, the parchment paper off to the side, that as well is for helping you to take it out of your pan. And I used my square pan for this one, so I couldn't use it for that one. Now I suppose I could have took this out and whatnot, but I just wanted to show you that. And then just look when you take it down from the sides, right? So it's all the ways around. And now I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like inside. Now look how easy that came out, you know? I mean, you can cut it in the pan as well, but I always found it a little bit easier for taking it out, doing it that way with the parchment paper. So now you're going to, I got a serrated knife, but you could use whatever one you want, of course, and just put it in those indents and press down as you go along, cutting it. I guess you can see me there, eh, Raymond? Yeah,
it looks good.
And just go right along those indents until you cut it. Now this is what it looks like, of course, on the inside. You can see the cream cheese and that bottom layer. I'm going to cut off a square now. I didn't want to use this side one because this one is a little, I'm going to take it by hand. This one is a little more not as fancy as the other one. And you can see the chocolate is lifted a little bit there on some of them. But that's because it is totally set. And now I'm going to cut off a piece to have a taste.
And one for me, please.
I will, Raymond. You know I will. Now, after you cut it, I suppose you can put it on whatever display you want. I'm going to have a little taste. I know Raymond is over there. He's waiting for his taste. But this is it, with the nice dark chocolate. And if you want to, you can cut it a little bit while before it goes in the fridge. You can certainly do that. Or wait until it's fully set and then cut it. But either way, you're going to love it.
Still going to taste just as good.
It's still going to taste just as good, Raymond. It is, yeah. Now I'm going to have a little taste. And I know Raymond is over there. He's waiting for his. And again, you cut it. I know we've said it in the past. We can't wait for things to set or cool down. We want to go and cut it. And that's absolutely fine. But you may have a little bit more chocolate all over the place if you do that. But now, I'm going to have a little taste. Oh my goodness. I'm using a dark chocolate because I love dark chocolate. The texture of that cookie in the bottom and the cream cheese in the middle. Oh my goodness. I know I got chocolate all over my face. 2 thumbs up. I can't wait for you to make it. We're going to have Chocolate Cheesecake Squares going out gifting today. And I don't think anyone's going to be arguing about it, for sure. I'm going to pass Raymond one.
Oh, thank you.
Let's do this, Raymond. There you go.
Okay.
I should pass it right into my camera, dear.
Yeah.
For our viewers.
Thank you.
You are welcome. You're going to love it. Oh my goodness, I got to have another sip of my tea. Of course, I had to go back in for the second taste because that's how good they are. I can't wait for you to make it.
Uh-oh.
I know, Mr. Raymond's over there. Yeah, he's into his now. I can't wait for you to make them. And if I haven't said it before, it's a delicious recipe. and it's not a lot of ingredients. The recipe we will share with you and under this video as well. We'll share it with you on our Facebook page, our website, www.bonitaskitchen.com. And remember, you can always send me an email asking me for this recipe or any other one we've got to date, and that's at bonitakitchen@gmail.com, and we would love to hear from you. I'm going to get back into eating that delicious chocolate cheesecake square, and Raymond is going to have these and pour up some more tea. But again, we're not going to take any more of your time. We know it's precious, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you for stopping by with us here today. On behalf of myself, Raymond, and our team, and from our kitchen to yours, you have a wonderful day.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen.
And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.